Okay, so before doing anything, I usually pull up the final exam blueprint and write down how many questions from each topic is going to be on the test. So endocrine, there's going to be 10 questions. Burns, there's going to be 17 questions. I write it down like on a sheet of paper that I have taken notes on. Liver, there's going to be 12 questions. Pancreas, 9. Cardiac, 15. So there's a lot of questions on cardiac. Respiratory, 5. Thank God. And neuro, 7. So I write that all down over here so I can just see it as I'm studying, and I know what to focus on the most. So I'm going to focus most on burns, cardiac, liver, and endo, and then pancreas, respiratory, and neuro I'm not really going to put much focus into. I mean, pancreas I am, because it's 9 questions, so that's a big bulk of the test too. But respiratory and neuro, those are going to be the last things that I study today, because honestly, if you know that if there's 5 or 7 questions, they're going to choose the most important takeaways from those chapters. But when there's 17 and 15 questions, it's going to get more in depth, because sure, they're going to have a lot of important questions that they're going to put on there. Like, your teacher really goes in on on a few points. That's going to be a couple questions, and then there's going to probably be patho for these 2 sections, because there's so many questions. Like, there's only so much you can ask about the labs, the diagnostics, and the nursing considerations. So yeah, but these 2, respiratory and neuro, they're going to be not basic questions, but they're going to be the main idea, the key concepts. It's going to be very you already know what they're going to ask. Basically, the hardest things that they can ask is probably what they're going to ask, but whatever. So yeah, I have my iced coffee, I have my view, I have my whiteboard, and now it's time to work. I'm going to start with cardiac. Burns is I'm pretty strong at burns, so I'm not going to go over that right now. I'm going to come back to that a little later, because I studied it pretty intensively last night. So I'm going to go on to cardiac. Let's get it. Okay, so this was week 1. This was a long time ago. This is week 16 now, so I really need to focus on this, because there's a lot of questions and it was so long ago. So I'm probably going to start with hemodynamics PowerPoint 1. Download it. Turn up. So I like to do practice questions, or the little worksheets that they give us in class to help us study, because this is usually how they want us to think for the test. So
direct contact, so if a chemical splashes on you. Inhalation of fumes, so think firefighters. Ingestion or injection. Not sure about the injection.
Maybe if you like accidentally stab yourself with a chemical.
Right. So think lab, direct contact, chemical burns. That's probably people in labs. Electrical, so think IPO. What they current, lightning, follows the path of least resistance. Can someone explain this?
Basically, it's just unpredictable. So you'll never know like where you'll be burned out.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Inhalation. There's a lot going on with this one. So you're gonna have inhalation of hot smoke. Well, I'm gonna go through and write out all the notes over again, even though we already put it on the board in colorful, cute colors. So you be cute.
Basically, we put the main things on the board, and that includes like nursing interventions, diagnostics, the important labs to look for with the certain disease process. What else do we put?
Just like the main points, and then we just talk to them.
Everything they emphasize in class.
Yeah.
Annoyingly.
Everything. So this, as you guys can see, that's literally not even all of burns. There's the rest over there. Then we have pancreas behind me. And yeah, we got some snacks. Snacks are an essential. I've been here since 11 o'clock this morning. It is now
7:15.
wow. It's not 7:15.
It's 7:14 right now.
Oh my God. How long have you been here?
Like 11, 10:30, 11.
Brittany,
I got here for. What about your chicken wings?
She got here for, but she bought me chicken. So we are finally leaving the library.
Yes, we look a hot mess.
I did an 11-hour shift at the library, but this is the average nursing final study time, honestly.
This is real life nursing. True life of nursing students. Oh, it's really cold out here, girl.
So I'm about to drive home and get a good night's rest, drink some tea, and relax and clear my brain for tomorrow, my last final.
Can't wait.
Cannot wait. I'll let you guys know how the final goes. $8:47. My test is at 9 o'clock. There's the people mover. My test is at 9 o'clock, and I'm always like right on time. Like I walk in at 9:01 sometimes, because before a test, you'll find out. Like if you're not in nursing school, you'll find out soon enough. There's gonna be a bunch of people in the room talking about, oh, what's the diagnosis for or blah blah blah. Like I don't know, let me think of that example. They'll be talking about like, oh, how do I diagnose liver failure? What kind of labs do we look at? And then one person will be like, I think this, and then somebody else will be like, I think that. Nobody's sure. They're all talking about stuff they're not sure about. And for me, that's not gonna help me. I'm not gonna feel confident about myself going into the test, because you hear all these people around you panicking and talking about stuff they rarely know about. Then it's gonna psych you out, and I don't got time for that. Like I need to go in, it needs to be already quiet, everybody needs to be sitting down before I go in, because if not, it's gonna mess up my flow. So I got 10 minutes to spare, and I'm basically at school. I'm about to turn into the parking garage, but I'm probably gonna sit in my car for 5 minutes and then walk to class for the other 5 minutes, and boom boom boom, because your girl ain't got time to be second guessing herself, because all these students want to talk in the classroom about what they think, what they thought, what they don't know. I don't got time, honey, because I already know I came in with an A, and then y'all got me thinking, I ain't got time. It's literally a beautiful day. The sun is shining. And guess what? I'm done. I am done with 7th semester of nursing school. It's my last final now. All I have to do is capstone. Capstone, for all y'all who don't know, is just like shadowing a nurse basically for 3/12 a week or whatever the nurse happens to work. You do that before you take your NCLEX, your boards, and you're done. So I'm almost done. And I'm gonna go enjoy this day.